All right, let me check. Let me see my sound. All right, let me check. Let me see my sound. All right. Make sure we ain't too loud with the mic. All right, y'all. So we're gonna front porch. We're gonna do front porch talk today. As y'all see, it's raining. It's wet out here. So I'm just ducked off right now. Yeah, I'm just ducked off right now. I'm just trying to stay dry. But it's a blessing, man. I just told grandma, she was like, yeah, now it's raining too much. I said, nah, it never can rain too much. Like, especially when we just got done going through what we just went through with that drought. It's still dry. And if y'all see in the back, them animals, I got those animals out there eating. They grazing, guys. For real. All right. I'm making sure all my make sure my stream is up. Hey, what's going on, Lahoma, Washington? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? I'm checking everything, just making sure my stream up everywhere. Yep, it's up there. Yeah, I've been spending today trying to catch up. You know, I have so many of these little small projects to do here on this place where it's like you never truly can get caught up. It's always something. One of the big things I'm getting ready to have to do is I just took my animals off this field that they spent the winter grazing on, and the grass is pretty much done. And I got to go and I have to till that field up. I have to disc it up and plant some seed. I really should have been, if I would have planned appropriately, I could have had it done right now. Like, but I didn't plan appropriately. Excuse me. So one of the things about this life I know is the planning aspect, having it all mapped out. Like you really have to have your stuff mapped out. But it's so inconsistent with your planning because you plan around the weather. And that's the biggest thing, planning around the weather. But yeah, man, we just went through a lambing, a bunch. We just had 10 new baby sheep. And I have another one that I believe is pregnant, but she just got pregnant late. She young, but I don't know. She may not be. She wild, man. She wild. So we had 10 new babies, 3 bottle babies. Mamas rejected 3 of the babies. I don't know why. People ask me why the mamas reject them. I don't know why. Now, I can say the mamas that rejected the babies, okay, one mama, she a young mama. She rejected her only child. Like, she don't know what to do with them. So I kind of understand it. When you have babies, when you raising up animals, what I realize is you want the young does or the young ewes to see the mamas nursing and taking care of the babies at some point. Like, if they understand that, then they can do it. So because I've been having so much money tied up in my sheep and I'm not going to let that money waste, so I just went back and bred them and bred the young ones too. Yeah, so I had 2 older girls reject their babies, but they had twins for the first time. So I'm thinking they didn't know what to do with that second baby. They didn't reject the first baby, they rejected the second baby. So I had one, I mean, baby flopped out on the ground. She was like, wasn't even studying that one, and she just focused on the one. We thought she wasn't gonna let both of them nurse, but as soon as I picked up the one that she was rejecting, she let the one that she liked nurse. So we got 3 serious bottle babies in there. I mean, for real bottle babies. Like, them jokers are we nursing them jokers like babies, making up bottles 2 or 3 times or 4 times a day and nursing them jokers. But yeah, so I went through that. That's pretty exciting. Especially I doubled my herd. What I mean was I have my flock. I had 10 sheep before this lamb, and now I have 20. And I just had an additional 3 males. We normally butcher out the males. The males are where we get our meat from. And yeah, so we're gonna see, man. I may keep one more male though. I have a very big male in there that's stout and sturdy, so I probably keep him and his daddy, and just keep him. And then I have my 2 males. I the other 2 we 100% meat. You know, I've been raising them this long. I'm gonna eat those sheep. Yeah, I got too much tied up into them not to. You know, for real. Even I got one bottle boy. I'm bottle baby in him, but that's one of the ones gonna get ate unless he all of a sudden take a turn and he get bigger. But the one I like is a big old male up in there. I picked him up yesterday, man, when I was moving him. Solid, thick, massive. So I may keep him, and then I keep his dad, and then I have 2. So, but yeah, we did that. We got the chicken tractor coop out here finally. I've been eyeballing that thing for probably 2 years. 2 years. And what I did was when I sold that boat, you guys didn't see me sell the boat. It wasn't important. But I sold that boat that I traded for the bus. When I sold that boat, instead of me taking the money and flipping it right back, because that's what I like to do, y'all. I love to flip me some stuff on Marketplace, but a lot of it be junk. Um, I just took the money and bought that chicken tractor with it. Yep, outright. Like just bought it, no credit, nothing. The boat paid for it 100%. I actually had $100 left over from it, and bought some feed with the $100. So now I put the I lost 12. Man, these mosquitoes, dang. I lost 12 of my birds because just being stupid. Just being stupid how I was trying to do it, and it wasn't cool how I was trying to do it. You know, I should have did it better. But now moving forward, that ain't gonna happen no more. But that coop is cool. It's just small. It's smaller than I anticipated it was gonna be. But it works. It's gonna work for us. Now the next thing we're getting ready to do down here, guys, is we planning on having you guys come down. What we want to offer is chicken processing courses. So we're gonna raise them in the coop, that tractor. Then we're getting ready to set up a tent up there. If you've been following me long enough, you followed me and saw me buy those military tents. So we have military tents down here. So I'm getting ready to put up another one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take that one down back there. So we're gonna take that one down and we're gonna put it up there next to the greenhouse. And then from there, guys, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it out there. I'm only gonna do 10 at a time. When I say 10, I mean 10 couples. Like 2 people can come in a couple, and I just charge 1 fee for that too. So if you got a wife, you and your brother, you and your sister, you and your dad, whatever, 2 people can come for that fee. And what's gonna happen is y'all gonna be able to butcher out your birds, and then you'll take your birds home with you. Everybody get 5 birds a piece. I think that's reasonable. Like with the course, the birds, everything, that's good. So that's what I'm working up to. Be on the lookout for that, because that's definitely coming. Like that's definitely coming. That's right now. I'm just got that up. Next, I have to start working on putting the tent up. And truthfully, we probably start that this week. You know, me and my wife just gonna hunker down, and my daughter, and we'll just figure it out and just get it up. Once we get it up, get the bases up, start cleaning everything up, and then we'll start figuring it out from there. But yeah, be on the lookout for that, guys. We're gonna definitely do it. Oh yeah, the bottle baby. Yeah, the bottle baby, absolutely, man. Hey brother, how y'all doing? Yeah. How do I know which chicken eggs do not need to be refrigerated? None of the chicken eggs need to be refrigerated. The chicken have what's called a bloom on them. So that none of them, you don't have to refrigerate any of the eggs, guys. But by refrigerating them, they will last longer. Now, so when you get the eggs got this shiny coat on it called the bloom. The bloom. And it's a coat, and it's a protective coat. Don't wash that off. That's why when you talk about chicken eggs, somebody always say have they been washed. They asking you, have that bloom been washed off of them. They're just not saying have you got the dirt off them, but you could get the dirt if there's any dirt or poo on them, clean those, but don't wash them to the point where the bloom come off of them. So the eggs in the store, if you take one of my eggs and you go to the store and get the eggs in the store are kind of like chalky, like they're like I guess the right word is chalky. You take my egg is smooth and shiny, and that one is kind of chalky, like it looks chalky. Um, Now I have seen some of them, those eggs that you spend a lot of money for, the $8, $9, $10 dozen eggs. Now those eggs seem to have the bloom on them. Yeah, they shiny and they look shiny. They like smooth, shiny. It looks like a plastic coating on them. That's the bloom. As long as you don't wash those off, um, they should be good. Now, one caveat. Let me say this. This only applies to if you don't have a rooster. Okay. Now, if you have a rooster, yeah, because I don't know, don't do it because leave the eggs out. Because the rooster is gonna fertilize the eggs. And the longer you leave them eggs out, likely some weird stuff will start happening with the eggs. So this only applies to if you don't have roosters. I'm getting ready to split my coop down the middle. And it was like that before. I had two sides of my coop. One side gonna be meat birds, the other side is going to be my layers. And I probably eventually get rid of the roosters because I don't need them. And the roosters at this point only gonna fertilize the eggs. And I don't know. I'm just talking out. I may actually keep those roosters. Matter of fact, I am, because I can always procreate layers, because I'm gonna have meat birds on one side and layers on the other side. And all the meat birds, what I'm gonna do with their eggs is I'm gonna hatch them out. I'm gonna take them, make sure they're fertilized, and hatch them out. And when we hatch them out, we're gonna put them in a chicken tractor. I can see me getting one more chicken tractor, and we'll have 2 batches. And then I'm gonna put it out on Facebook or put it out on whatever platform we on. And then I'm gonna just say, if you want to sign up, register now. You go to we have a website. You go to that page, buy your spot, and then you get the address, the date, and everything, and then you just come down. I'm gonna confirm the date because it's gonna take from the time you purchase your spot. You're gonna reserve your spot, and you gotta reserve it early because it'll be 8 weeks from there. So if you reserve your spot early, it'll be 8 to 10 weeks. And the only thing we're waiting on is the birds growing up, right? So when the birds get bigger, then you're ready. So I'm gonna figure it out, to make it okay for everybody. So that's one of the things I plan on doing. Yeah, nah, the bottle baby getting yeah, the bottle baby, nah, yeah, I don't know, sir. Oh man, no. Either the bottle baby gonna get ate or the bottle baby gonna get sold. Let me tell you why, man. Like, it's so much money that goes into running this, man. You can't get caught up in liking something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound heartless because I'm not, but you can't get caught up in I just like this one, because you're gonna have a whole yard full of animals that you like. You hear what I'm saying? And you're not gonna be able to get rid of them because you're emotionally attached to them. So when you do it for meat purposes and for money purposes, you got to be a little bit ruthless. You have to, because if not, you're gonna just have all these animals, and you're gonna be sitting around raising all these animals and feeding these animals. Now you remember, now raising them and feeding them is a whole different side of I like them. I like them is one thing. You can like the animals at the petting zoo, but the petting zoo people have to feed them, and take care of them. They get sick, got to take care of them. Get the worms, got to take care of them. Treat them and stuff. So, nah, man. I may keep the female bottle babies, because since they're attached to us, they have babies. They'll walk them babies right up to us, so that's not gonna be an issue. But the male, undoubtedly, I have 2 males that's already on the list, guys. Period. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like I'm telling you, period. My wife got that white one. She attached to that white girl. We keep that one. It's a brown girl in there. Let me see how she started growing. You may keep that one. But you got to generate money at some point. Like, you got to start generating money. If not, you just got a hobby farm, and don't do it, because you're gonna be out of money. For real, man. Yeah, so I have to do that, guys. Make sure your guys give it. Thank you. Well, my goal, guys, and my goal is always trying to help you guys and help people. It's so many people that just want to sell you stuff, like information. So you guys support our products, right? And I really appreciate that. And the dog, I got the dogs locked up. You support our products, and we appreciate that. And part of the deal is you guys like us and y'all trust us, right? And you love us and we love you back. So the best thing we could do in support of y'all is tell y'all as much information as we possibly can. I'm not gonna gatekeep. If y'all go to my IG page, you'll see, man. Like all those people following me, I'm just spending all my time on IG, not showing nothing but information. Like I am Larry B. Jr. on IG, so you don't follow me. So like it's so many people starting to follow me on that page. I went from 1,700 followers. I'm up to like, I think 30 something thousand. Let me tell you where I'm at right now. And it's less than a month. It's less than a month. And it's all because the people, it's 33.5 thousand. And it's all because people want information. They don't have it. And they want it. Now, remember, people always say knowledge is power. And I'm gonna say this I scream it to the rooftop. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is powerful when you start using it. So I always say this: knowledge without implication is only information. That's it. Knowledge without implication, it is only information. So you know something, but it do not become powerful until you start using it. So a lot of people just want the information. They'll never use it. You may have 50 people who listen, one of them will take it and use it, right? So my goal is to share as much information with people, a group of people who don't know, because you have so many people like us who don't know anything about this lifestyle. This lifestyle is so foreign that I remember when I first started, man, I just didn't know anything about chicken. I was about scared of the chicken, to be honest. Chicken and just animals in general. This year, I overcame the lack of knowledge of not growing my fields. So if y'all see them fields in the back there, those are my animals, my nanny goats and my stud Ace out there breeding. But they're out there eating grass that I grew. I tilled that soil, I disked it up, I limed it, I fertilized it, and I seeded it. And look at it now. It's knee high and they out there eating it. So that was an experience I went through earlier this year that taught me so much and a lot. And I had a friend of mine, his name, I consider him a friend. His name is Mr. Eddie Denson. He's out of Gulfport, Mississippi. Yes, Gulfport, right? And I just told him, I just got off with him probably a couple hours ago. And I told him I wanted to shout him out because he helped me so much in this process of growing this out. I mean, reached out to me and just offered advice. And then when I found out what he did at one time for a living, he's a subject matter expert. You know, you got people who just literally talk, but when you have a subject matter expert, that means that person has done it professionally for a number of years and they can walk you through it. So he's a subject matter expert on growing grass and top types of grass, etc. He actually, that was his job for the city or the county wherever he's at, right? So he reached out to me and called me and sat down with me, talked with me about an hour. We spoke like many times this past early spring, late winter, talking about the grass and talking about everything I needed to do, guiding me, and it worked. So I just got off with him. I just called him and told him I wanted to thank him, and then I told him what I was trying to do coming up for the winter. God willing, we here for the winter. I can't make plans for the future, but we have to make plans for the future, right? So, you know, the Lord willing, we be here for the winter. And we praise him for it. But I told him what I was trying to do, and he corrected me. He was like, "Nah, don't do that. You should do it like this." And it's only information, not hate. So I have people that wanna they act like they're your friends, but they don't wanna give you no real information. They just want to be like kind of, they want to make sure they shoot down everything you say, right? So their whole focus and goal is to make themselves, to prop themselves up, look better and seem like they're smarter than you. But when you take a step back, you realize they really not. And I had people like that around me were calling me, acting like they were my friends and stuff, but they was just being hypercritical of everything I was saying without offering no real guidance. And Mr. Dixon, Eddie, nah, man, bro came with it, man. He really no kind of ego, no nothing. He just took the time to teach me. and it worked. Let me try to get in the comment section and see what's up. Gulfport. Yeah, he was in. I think it was Gulfport. Yeah, he just. I think it was Gulfport. Gulfport, Mississippi. It's in Mississippi. I love watching you and your wife working on a farm. Your farm. My grandfather had a farm, and his family ate off the land. Absolutely. Yeah, everybody is truly not for you. Even the ones coming acting like they are for you. They not. They just want to witness your failures to make themselves feel better, and you just got to embrace that. But one thing I can tell you is this, right? When God has his hand on you and what you're doing, ain't nothing they can do to stop you. That's why the scripture said, he makes a table before me. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So that means that it's literally going to be some enemies around you that's with you, that see you, that really are hoping you fail. Like, that's their whole objective. The whole objective is not to offer assistance and to guidance. Their whole objective is to witness you fail to make themselves look better. That's what they're hoping for. They're hoping that you fail. Like, they really are. And that's a weird individual. Like, that's, you think about how demonic that is as a human being, that you wake up and it bothers your spirit to see somebody else succeed at something. And what I truly believe it is it's jealousy. It's jealousy. It's jealousy that you're able to make a way at something. Okay, you're able to make a way at something in a shorter period of time than they have. They've been doing it for 30 years and they're just now building up steam. You started because God has his hand on you and the anointing of God is on you. And now you're starting to build up steam in a shorter period of time. And that bothers their spirit. It bothers their spirit that how you gonna do this, right? People start recognizing. So I think I got this one guy in particular who used to call me all the time and act like he's a friend of mine. But I think it bothers him that people are starting to recognize me for something that he do, and the reason why they recognize me is because I just put it out there. I'm not ashamed to show y'all me failing. So I could take you along for the ride in the journey of me up and down, like failing and winning. Like, you get a chance to see me fail and laugh and win and applaud. Now, my true friends and my true supporters, they're gonna say, Larry, to get greater later, you failed. But when I win, they say, boy, you finally got it. You hear what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So that was one of the guys who reached out to me and called me. That's truly a true asset and resource. And he told me today, he said, I was just glad I could offer you my little piece of knowledge that I could. And I told him, I corrected him. I said, no, sir, you offered me a lot. You guided me. And the best thing you did for me was you gave me direction. Even if I didn't take any of your advice, right? Any of his advice, even if I went the completely different opposite direction of the information he gave me, he still gave me some type of direction. See, what I notice about, not notice, what I know, because notice means, no, this is what I know. You have people who want to come around and they're going to actually talk and but they're not going to give you direction, So I'll listen to this information a person is giving me, but when they're not certain of themselves, they can't guide you. So what I do is I listen to an individual, right? They're giving me some information, but I'm not just listening to the information. I'm listening to how certain they are about the information. Because if you just guessing, then how you gonna give me direction, right? So that was something that I realized, because I'm always reading people when I talk to them. I have to. So I'm listening to the information and I'm hearing what you're saying. I can Google this, I'm not, I can Google everything you're telling me, right? But what I want to hear is the certainty of it. I know what I know. I'm a subject matter expert. I'm not guessing, Larry. I'm not hoping. I'm not wishing. I'm telling you what I know. You see what I'm saying? And we all are subject matter experts about different subjects. So that's what I always listen to and listen for. So I do data services, right? I recover data for companies. And I'm cocky. And let me tell you why. Because I know my stuff. Don't ever let nobody convince you that you're supposed to be, well, I'm going to try. No. I remember back when I was working in corporate America. Let me tell y'all, man, this is how I excelled. Until I reached this point, I never excelled in corporate America. When I reached this point right here, I started excelling. When they could bring me in a room, sit me down, full of big wigs or whatever, right? Big wigs ask me a question, and I could look at them all in their face and say, yeah, I can absolutely do that. I can solve that problem for them. I can solve that problem for you. Like, it was times when they would ask me questions before then that I was scared and I would stumble and bumble through it. Like, I gotta try my best. So that was the uncertainty within me. But when you know what you know, hey man, don't be uncertain. Walk in that authority, man. Hold your head up. So we've been tricked. So I did not start excelling until I looked at those people and say, nah, I can do that. I can fix that. Larry, is it a yes or no? I say it's a yes or it's a no. You get what I'm saying? Now, what it does is it put pressure on you to be great. So when you commit to something, it's going to put pressure to you. So while I was saying I could do it in my mind, I make it formulate a strategy how to do it. And if everything goes as planned, yes, I can do it. But the issue is I'm not accounting for the unaccountable, right? The things that you don't know, the variables, right? The caveats. So drop of a dime, yeah, I can do it. Let's do it. But it's the things, the unforeseen things that I didn't account for. But even within that, I would still figure out, and that's how I got really, really good at what I did. I got really good at what I do by saying I can do it, putting myself under pressure, going into the lab, knowing that they are believing that I can do it, right? The only thing I would never allow them to lock me down on was timeline. You never can tell me, I cannot commit how fast it's going to be, but I can commit that I will get you the results you need. When I reached that point, and then I got into the lab and I started doing it, and I know they're waiting on me, and I stepped out there and said I can do it, and I figured it out. That's when I started coming up. I didn't come up in corporate America until I walked in that authority. So when I'm talking to somebody and they call me or they talking to me about how much they know and they want to offer advice to me, I'm not listening to the information. I'm listening to your conviction. Show me that you know what you're talking about. Show me you not guessing. You know what I mean? I am a subject matter expert, Larry. I've done this 50 times. I know what to do. I know what not to do. But all this, I'm out. I'm out because you are where I'm at. How can you guide me if you don't know? You guessing. You see what I'm saying? So that was one of the things I learned when I started moving forward in um um do that. Yeah. Well, you know what? Okay, let me try to answer the question. Somebody said, I'm gonna answer. He said, everybody not for yep. Everybody has a Judas. Yeah, everybody got a Judas as a servant. Do I have a grocery bill? That is an excellent question. Okay, it's certain things we do purchase from the store. Like, let me take bananas. I like bananas. Let's see. Pretty much like some fruit. We'll buy some fruit because I don't have fruit out here. Blackberries. I love the blackberries, but we're getting ready to go pick a bunch of blackberries. But the problem when you pick a bunch of blackberries, you freeze them, and then when you throw them out, they just not the same. So I'll buy some of those. Butter. We do buy butter. Because if you don't have a cow, making butter ain't really feasible. And I ain't about to milk no goats. That ain't. I can imagine it probably be good, but forget that, right? So if you have a cow, making butter would be easy because you're getting milk every day from them. But if you got to pay $8 a gallon for some organic milk or $5 a gallon for some cheap non-organic milk with chemicals in it, then you might just buy the butter. You get what I'm saying? So we do buy that. Let me see. This last year my sweet potatoes didn't come in that good, so we bought sweet potatoes. But other than that, all the meat in our freezer we eat, the eggs we eat. My veggies are finally coming in, guys. I just did a video. I recorded a video of me harvesting vegetables out of my garden, peppers, eggplants. We gonna have okras, tomatoes. My beans not doing well. I do not know what's up with my beans this year. They're not doing well at all. So I'm thinking about what my beans. I'm thinking about what my beans get ready to dig them all up, add some fertilizer in the soil right there, and just replant them. Cause I'm in zone 9A, so this stuff will grow all the way to November down here, cause it's still gonna be hot. So I'm thinking about just digging up all the beans, the rows of beans, because they're growing, but they're not. There's something not right. So I'm about to dig them all up. But my purple hull peas that I scattered out on the ground, they just growing. So I'm gonna dig them all up. I'm about to dig them all up, and I'm gonna add some fertilizer to the particular area where they at, because I'm thinking they missing fertilizer. And I don't know. I don't know. I may just dig around them and fertilize them, but they ain't doing right. So my beans, my peppers are doing well. I just pulled out some. I got some cayenne pepper, boy. That woo, they hot. Banana peppers, jalapenos, Tabasco. I'm gonna make some sauce with that. Eggplant, tomatoes, sweet potatoes. Yeah. So we coming in. Let's see. It said, dude, how can anyone not like me? I don't know, man. You know what I really believe it is, Glenn? I don't think people don't like you. I think they envious of you. And since they're envious of you, like, all right, let me tell you, I'm not a big guy, right? I'm not a big guy. You know, I've always been smart though. Like my whole life I've been smart. Um, I've always figured stuff out before other people. I've always learned how to make stuff work. Like I'm whether I'm in the street or whatever, God gave me the ability to be able to, like, I got this mechanical like mind, and I can figure it out. Like I can just, and then I can recall what I did, and it's just step by step by step, right? Whatever it is, whether we're doing. So I don't think they don't like you. I think it bothers them. Like I think it just bothers them. Like for me, it always been somebody mad at me because I was smarter than them. And I'm not just flaunting that in your face. I'm willing to be your friend and I can help you. You know what I mean? If it's something I know. But it's always been somebody who just not as bright, mad at me for being like, God gave me this gift of I can talk. Like I know how to talk. I know how to communicate. Like that's one of the things I know how to do. My grandmama said, boy, you know how you can talk. So I know how to talk. I know how to communicate. So I think that's what bothers people. The gifting, right? The anointing. And you got it. Everybody has their anointing. But I think the anointing is what irked their spirit. They want to be like you. That's what it is. They wish they were like you. They wish they could do what you do. And they try it and they don't. But the problem is you operating outside your gifting and talent, walking with God, because you envious of me, right? But it's some stuff I can't do that I wish I could do. You hear me? I'm not an end all be all. So that's what it is most of the time. And really and truly, when you see people like that, they really should be pitied. You really should pity them. Somebody that don't like you when you're a good hearted person who or help anybody, and a person, and it irks their spirit and it bothers them and they don't like you and they want to try to hinder you in some kind of way. You really should pity them. You know, I ain't fooling with them, but you should pity them. Like, man, something ain't right with you. You know, because I never did nothing to you and wasn't never gonna do nothing to you. So whatever the issue you have with me is within you, because I've never done nothing to you and won't. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I'm the kind of person that if I like you, I fool with you. If I don't, I don't. I'm not in between. We're not gonna be fair weather. We're not gonna be frenemies or none of that. I'm either in or I'm out. You get what I'm saying? So that's how that works. Let's see. It says, she said, you are an example of and prototype of each one teach one. We all should each one teach one, guys. Yeah, fool knows it all. It says, do you grow organic? Okay, hold on. I'm coming up there. Blessings, Marcella. Do I grow organic vegetables? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I do use fertilizer. So when they say organic, they basically just mean no synthetic fertilizers or no herbicides or pesticides. Now, I don't use herbicides and I don't use pesticides, but I do use a synthetic fertilizer. I ain't gonna lie about that. I tried some other stuff, man. It don't work for me. I don't know. Maybe it was because of my garden and I was trying other stuff, and I've tried all kinds of stuff. And not to say it won't work, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But I've been thinking about using plant specific fertilizers, like get some plant specific organic fertilizer, like tomato fertilizer, pepper fertilizer, that type of stuff. Now, on one side of it, I use that, but now in my new garden bed that I'm building back there, I planted all chicken manure. So I scraped up a whole bunch of chicken manure and I spread chicken manure out on the top of the soil and I covered it. Now that's a hot manure. That's a hot manure, so that'll get hot. So we gotta let that sit for a little while. But I put it on top of the ground back there, and it don't have to be spread out evenly all over. What it needs to happen is the rain wash it down, and it's just the nutrients get into the soil. So I'm gonna try that this year. But I've been collecting all the manure, the chicken manure, and what I'm gonna do is every time I get another batch of it, I'm gonna throw it out in my garden patch where I plan on growing it, and then that's what I'm gonna do. But we're gonna see how that works. But yeah, I could definitely switch up. It's not an issue, you know. I can switch up, but I'm getting big tomatoes and big stuff this year, y'all, for real. Let me see. There, do you grow the sweet yellow potatoes? Let me tell you something. Let me ask you, what sweet yellow potatoes are you talking about? Because I need to make sure we're on the same page. Because yes, I grew some sweet yellow potatoes last year. They're Japanese variety sweet yellow potatoes. These are the best potatoes I ever had in my life. They got a nutty taste to them and a sweet. We're talking about. I planted them. They're all planted in my garden back there. I got a nice row of them planted. I have 2 rows of them planted. Matter of fact, the company that I bought them from sent me a bad batch, right? I got the batch, took pictures of them, sent it back. They replaced the batch, sent me another batch in, but I still planted those bad ones. And it looked like out of those bad ones, maybe 2 or 3 of them, maybe even 4 of them would grow. So if we're talking about the same sweet potato, they start with an M, Maraski or something like that. Those are some high quality sweet potatoes, guys. High quality sweet potatoes. If you've never tried those before, that'll change your perspective. Let's see. I'm keep going. Yeah, I really do, man. I pity the fool, but you know, we can't get stuck up on people, man. Just remember that. You can't get stuck on people. People will hinder you. See, this when people will become an anchor to you, they will. They want to offload all their stuff on you. They want to, not all people. See, people too general. Let's not say people, because we're all people, right? Some people. That's the correct way to say that, right? And the challenge is recognizing them early and getting up out of there early. The worst thing you can allow is a person to waste your time. We don't have an abundance of time. We all on borrowed time. We don't know how long we have, right? So that means since we don't know how long we have to use the time we have wisely. Time is the only resource you can't replenish. Once you've spent it, it's gone. You can get your money back. You can get your health back. You get sick. You get on the right treatment plans. You change your diet. You get on medicine. You get back healthy again and feel good again, right? You can even grow your hair back. You get what I'm saying? You lose your hair, you can grow your hair back. But your time, you can't get it back. So what we have to do is we have to make sure we recognize professional time wasters, people who specialize in wasting people's time, for real, whether it's through a fake friendship, fake relationship, fake business dealing, fake ministry, fake whatever. You have people that you will spend your years fooling with them just to look up 5 years later, and you've completely wasted your time. The only thing you have out of it is all this knowledge you done gained. Forget that. I just don't want that knowledge. I want some progress too. That's in my opinion, right? So we have to recognize professional. So one of the things, I did a video earlier. I do so many videos, guys. I don't even post half of the videos I record. So I did a video today, and I'm probably not even gonna put the video out, but I just have to record my thoughts, because what I want, sometimes I've grown so accustomed to talking to cameras. Like right now, it seems like y'all in the room with me, but it's just me on the porch and a camera. But I've grown so accustomed to speaking into cameras, speaking into phones, that I have to do it all the time. Sometimes I'm riding and I have to capture my thought. So the video idea is this. you have so many people who specialize in talking about issues, right? They are quick to identify them, and they want to hold these nice town hall meetings about them. But when you offer them actionable steps, any kind of thing we can do to solve it, they only gonna give you excuses. That's it. They're gonna give you reasons why your actionable step is going to fail. But if you sit them and talk to them all day, all they're gonna do is identify the issues. You get what I'm saying? So today, one of the things we have to understand and be mindful of is you have to recognize them early, guys. You have to recognize them early. You have to see if you're just when somebody come and talk to me, I'm gonna talk for a minute, and I say like they come to me because most of the time when people come to talk to me, they don't come to talk to me. They trying to do better, right? They want to do something bigger and better. They're trying to change some things in their life. They want a business, whatever, right? And they come to me, talk to me about that because that's my goal and hope is to give God's people hope, because the world want to take it from us. So when I start talking with them, I'm paying attention to how they responding to the information. If I'm giving some type of information, is it making their juices flow a little bit, right? If I can see if their wheels starting to turn in their brains. What I do is I take notes. When I'm around somebody who has something to offer me, I take notes all while they talking to me. And I make sure I tell them up front, I'm not texting on my phone. I'm taking notes of what you're saying to me, you know. And when they understand that you're taking what they're saying serious, they're more willing to give you more and more of it. Because nobody gonna tell you everything. But what you can do is you can encourage them to give you as much as possible by being attentive and trying to retain it. The worst thing ever is to teach somebody something, to spend time doing it, and then just to find out 3 hours later that they don't know how to do it. That's a hopeless cause for you. You do it twice, and then they still don't know how to do it. At that point, I'm like, man, you got retention problems. You don't have information problems. You got a problem holding on to what you're learning, right? At that point. So for me, people want to talk to me, and I'll talk to anybody. But if I'm just noticing you just talking to me, I got animals I can waste time with. For real. I'm around, my wife is a doer. That's who my wife is. My wife is going to do whatever it is we talking about. She coming up with what we call actionable steps to do, right? Um, I can't really spend time around people who just, I can't, man. I can't. That's the pastor on the stage preaching to a whole bunch of people who ain't gonna do nothing. Like that, to me, like that just feels so fruitless to me, you know? So if you come to me and you say, Larry, man, I'm trying to do this. What you think about that? And I say, man, I think that's this, that, and the third. And you actually do something with the information, then that encouraged me to keep giving, giving, giving. So I have a young man I talk to right now. He's my cousin through marriage. He my wife's cousin, but I consider him my cousin through marriage. He comes sit on his front porch with me, and he want to come and get information. He trying to do things. He want to do videos. He do videos now, and he been doing videos, but he want to take it serious. So he come talk with me. So he come talk with me, and I tell him everything I could tell him. Like, this is what I think you should do. This is what I think you can improve on. This is what I would do, etc. So when I watch his stuff, I see he take my advice. That encouraged me to say, okay, when he asks me something else, I'm willing to go a little bit deeper to it with him because I see he actually using what I'm saying. Now, man, I just make sure when I'm talking to people, man, as I realize most people love to complain. They just want to whine about the problem. They don't want to fix it. It's like the sick person won't eat better. The doctor, instead of telling them you need to do better, don't eat what you eating. You got to stop eating this and that. But they steady complain about, man, I'm tired of this medication. I want to get off this medication. But the doctors and everybody offering you information that can, and actionable steps that could possibly get you off the medication, but you don't want to simply do the work. So since you don't want to do the work, you're not getting the action. That's insanity, man. Doing something the same way, but expecting to get something different. Like, I don't know who said it. You know, somebody said Albert Einstein said it. So many things. I don't know who said it. So we're just gonna say it's unknown. But to do something different, to have something different, you got to do something different, right? So if you want the same, keep just doing what you're doing. But if you want something different, just start doing something different. That's it. That's what I had to learn about myself. I remember one time I was working, man, and I challenged myself to get up to the gym every morning when it opened. Every morning. So up until this point, I had went to the gym every day around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30. It'd be like a club, man. It's packed up in there. It's packed, man. People everywhere because everybody had the same ideal. So I said, okay, I want something different. So what if I get up to the gym every morning when it opens? So that happened. I started doing it. That was tough, man. I had to wake up every morning at 5, brush my teeth, wash my face, get myself ready, put on my workout clothes. The gym opened at 5:30. It wasn't that far from me, so it'd probably take me 15 minutes. As long as I was out the door at 15 minutes. My goal was to be there when they opened the door. And I did it, man. That was tough. But what I noticed was it was a whole completely different vibe in there. Everybody in there was actually in there working out. 6:30, 6 o'clock, it was a club. Everybody talking, the men hollering at the women. It's a club. It was a vibe. They got a different even type of music playing. Like, matter of fact, they didn't even have music playing in the morning time. Like, it's completely different. So when I got there in the morning, everybody was actually there to work out. Like, and I noticed something about all these individuals when I started paying attention to them. All of them was like physically fit people. They was looking good. So these was the ones who was serious. Like, they were serious about working out. They didn't have time for this and that, right? Not to say the 5 or 6 o'clock people weren't serious either, because there was some, muscle people in there too. But it was just a different group of people. So mentally, that taught me that if I want something different, Larry, you got to do something different. You're not going to get something different doing the same thing. And during that process, I just want to share that with y'all. That's when all this video stuff started. I started recording my videos, and I've been recording videos so long, man. I've been recording videos. I done started doing live videos at night. I'm streaming my old videos because I got so many videos. So many. So I figured that at nighttime I just streamed. I want to stream my videos live, my old videos live at night, right? I'm doing one a night now, so maybe I'll do 2 or 3 of them at night, right? Just old videos. It'd be like a TV show, But that's when I started this. I started walking around with my camera. I had to learn how not to be ashamed in public talking into a camera. I had to learn how to camera placement. Like right now, I'm sitting here looking at it's a spot on the camera I'm looking at while I'm talking to y'all, But I look directly at the lens. But if it's any question about where to look at, it's another place on the camera you can look at, and it'll look like I'm looking straight into. I learned all this stuff on my own. Nobody taught me this stuff, right? I started doing all this video stuff, all this editing stuff. I learned how to edit. I learned how to do 1-minute videos. That was during that time, man. That was that transition period of mental transition before it physically happened. So, yeah, man, I went through that phase doing something different to get something different. And now I'm comfortable with it. I can sit on a panel in front of 1,000,000 people, and it don't matter to me because it's just like sitting right here. You know what I mean? I don't care how many people sitting right there. They put the lights in your face so you can't see the people. That's why they do that. They put the lights in your face so you can get bright lights on you, but most of the time you can't see the people. You can't see. So whatever, man. But yeah, man. I know I got off topic a little bit, but do something different to get something different, guys. For real. That's what I've been doing down here. And it all started, this whole process right here started with just the desire. That's it. When I say the desire to change, guys. That's it, man. It wasn't no plan. It happened. All right. Looks like there is a clown on board. What's up with admin? Looks like I don't have an admin calling names like kindergarten. Yeah, But you know, you have to. What the thing is, this is the thing about weirdos, man. You gotta let them stay weird. You know, when you get somebody who um a lame, you gotta let them be a lame, man. Lame's gonna do lame stuff, like for real. You know, I can go on and see if I can get them off and block them or whatever. But yeah, just eh, recognize them for what they are. Just hold lame, man. You know, yeah, and they gonna do lame stuff. You know, that's what they gonna do. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna find them. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think. Who is this person? Oh, you talking about? Oh, y'all talking about this guy? Let's just ban Rick Smith. Let's just ban him, man. He banned from our page, man. We don't never. There you go. Let's get Rick out of here. All right, Ricky. We'll holler at you, my friend. But yeah, yeah. We ain't got to worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm glad y'all let me know though, for real. Yeah, it's weirdos, man. You know, you got people who wake up every morning, strive to be a weirdo, and it's no ain't no beating them. You just gotta let them go. You know, yeah. So we got Ricky out of here, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually get me a admin. Most of the time when I do this, I just jump on, man. It's not really anything I super plan out. I just jump on and maybe I'll get me an admin down the line, but I can pull out my phone. If y'all tell me somebody on here with some weird stuff, let me know. And we got Rick out of here. We got Ricky on out of here. You know, yeah, you just got some people, man, who just you can't. They just weirdos, man. They lames, man. You gotta let them be a lame. That's it. Yeah, just let them be lames, and we don't even worry about them and never respond. I never do that. Don't respond. You know, social media will teach you, man, a lot, man. You'll learn a lot about folks, man. Yeah. Let me see. All right. So yeah, I got him out of here. PD the fool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he gone. But anyway, y'all see how crazy the weather is, man. It rained for a minute, and now it's y'all see now it's sunny. But they say it's supposed to do this on again, off again all day today. My my goat back over here. I'm trying to get them to I want them to go graze back here. They haven't figured it out yet. They haven't figured out that it's a bunch of bushes back here. They love the bushes, but they standing in one spot right here grazing. So that's fine with me too. Cause they fertilizing that field, peeing and pooing. They fertilizing that field right there. So but yeah, we and they in the shade tree. So everybody out on the graze right now, except I gotta take these sheep out here. These baby sheep. I need to take them up there and put them with their mamas, but it's been raining, man. I'm gonna take them up there. They just sitting there waiting. They waiting on me. I just got done feeding them. They waiting on me to take them up there. But yeah, guys, we just doing what we doing. Let's see. Yeah. All right. But anyway, until let's see, you need one. Until then, we will let you know. Yeah, be my admins. We got you. Yeah, just let me know. Um, two grazing grasses. Yeah, you seen the grazing grass I planted? Um, cowpeas and brown top millet. That's it out there. Yeah, that's it. And they all are out there. I would move the camera, but forget that. But yeah, I can see them. They right here, guys. They right in front of me, grazing right there. And what I did was with this area right here, I changed this whole area around. The worst thing you ever can do when you have animals, the dumbest thing you ever can do when you have animals is cut grass. That's the dumbest thing you ever can do. Always remember, anybody who wants to do this lifestyle, that the ground is the resource, not you, not the animals, the soil. I had to value the soul. Y'all hear that sheep? I'm gonna get her butchered. Yeah, she keep hollering. She going to the butcher, y'all, because I don't know what's happened to her, but when she had that baby, she rejected the baby, but she feel like she's supposed to have the baby. She want me to give her the baby. She won't let the baby nurse off her. She headbutts the baby away from her. But if you take the baby away from her, she holler like that. That's what she holler. She just been hollering. So she may got a tumor in her brain or something. I don't know, but she getting ready to go to the butcher. I'm for real. Yeah, she keep all that. I need me a sheep in the freezer, guys. I've been looking for one. Like I want one. You know, all I need is a reason. The only thing that's stopping me is she a female. Yeah, I don't want to waste no female, but yeah, she keep making out. Yeah, she keep doing all that hollering and making all that noise. I got a butcher ready to go, buddy. I could take him down there. I call him right now. Hey, Dave, let me his name David Kick Light over at Kicks Meat. Hey man, let me bring him down. Bring him on there. Yeah, I load that butt up. I sure will. But y'all hear her? She just holler ever since I took the baby from her. But remember, she won't feed the baby. It's not even an issue with her bag. She will not let the baby get back there. Every time the baby try to get around there, she stand in front of it, hitting it, like, get away from me. Or she'll put her head in front of it and block it. Yeah, I watched her. The last thing I want is a bottle baby. Nobody want to wake up every day, gotta go feed no sheep a bottle. Yeah. But then she out there hollering like that. So yeah, she on her way to the freezer camp, guys. For real. Yeah, she on her way to the freezer camp. Absolutely. Yeah, she keep acting a fool. She'll be out of here. Because she the only one hollering like that. And don't nobody want to hear that. For real. So it is what it is. Yeah, she on her way to the freezer camp. Y'all don't hear her. Oh my good. Yeah, it's a young mama, man. What's up, Roosevelt? What's going on, bro? Yeah, she a young mama, man. Let me tell you. Okay, so the thing is you never really want to breed young mamas. I learned this. A young mama, don't do it. Young mamas, and when we mean, I think they should be bred right around 2 years or older. I don't think you should breed them anything younger than 2 years. And before you breed them, you want to make sure they've been around their mamas or been around a group of nursing nannies or nursing ewes. Listen to me. I'm telling you. I had one young goat that Winston had got to. A doling. She got pregnant. Young. When I say young, she's a little bit older than a year, but you don't really want to breed them. Don't do it. When the baby came out, the baby hit the ground. Splat. She took off running. She was scared of it. So we had to literally, normally when the mamas had a baby, I grab the babies. I let them clean them up, I give them probably about 15, 20 minutes with the babies, see how they treat them. If the baby get the baby clean, the good mama's gonna clean them babies up, eat all that stuff out of them. The baby's getting clean, right? So you pay attention to the mama. If the mama doing what she's supposed to, you give her an hour or so to get done. By the time you come back and check on that baby gonna be clean and probably standing up. If it ain't standing up, the mama gonna be trying to get it to stand up so it can suck, right? At that point, I grab the baby. The mama gonna holler, but she gonna follow me wherever I go with the baby. And I normally move them to an area where it's only mamas at with babies, right? Because a lot of times you don't want them babies around that meal. Because that big male, he'll hurt that baby. For real, he'll hurt them baby. And some other mamas who are not mamas, or ladies who don't have babies, they'll hurt them babies, right? So we take them away. So I grabbed the baby from this little young girl. Shoot, man, I don't know where she at. She's standing on the other side looking like she don't, man. So what I did was I had to put some feed in the trough. So when I put feed in the trough, she came to the trough. When she came, I mean, she just acting like business as usual. Like she don't even realize she got a baby. I grabbed her. When I grabbed her, I drug her across the field, and I had to lock her up. When I locked her up, I put the baby in there with her because she didn't want the baby. She was looking at the baby like, "What is this?" Her mom, this is no joke. Her mama, because her mama had just had 2 babies, and her mama was in the field already. When I locked her up, man, I'm talking about, I think I might have recorded it. Her mom came to the door where they were inside this little born area and started like, man, like yelling at her. Like for real, like yelling at her. And when I came out the next morning, that baby was sucking on that girl. That baby, that mama, she was taking care of that baby. That baby was good. That baby was sucking on her. She had cleaned that baby. But that mama had came over there, was yelling at her. So I heard somebody was teaching about this, and they were saying never have young nannies have babies unless they have witnessed the mamas raising them. That's a fact. Yeah. So that one up there hollering like that, she got pregnant. It's a male out there with him. It's her brother. I left him out there, and she got bred, and baby hit the ground. She going on by her business. She come back. The baby, it's a boy. He up following around trying to get her, and she looking at him like, yeah, this my baby, showing him out like, yeah, y'all look at my little baby, you know. But he try to suck on it. Pick it out, man. What you doing? You know. So she want him. She want the baby, but she don't want to take care of the baby. So I had to take it. So yeah, she a young mama. Right now I'm not in the stage where I could turn down any babies because I got so much money tied into my sheep, and I'm literally building this herd organic, this flock organic. Like normally by now I've been bought 2 or 3, 5 of them and brought them in. I ain't did it. Like I said, from a week ago I only had 10. Now I have 20 because they just had 10. You know, so go figure. Yeah. So yeah. Well, show me who the clown is. I do not see. He said the clown is still. Thank you for demonstrating. My daughter working out well. He said, Cassandra, who is it? I don't see him. Let's see. Yeah, let's see, Cassandra. Just tell me who it is, and I'll get him out of here. Yeah, it's a young mama. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah. And wherever you at, are you on? Because I'm streaming about 3 platforms, so I'm not sure what page you on. But oh yeah, Rick Schmill. I had blocked Rick Schmill. Yeah, Rick gone. Yeah, I got Rick gone. Just it should catch up with you. Yeah, we bottle feeding the white one. She good. She'll stay. Was it hard going from the city life to the country life? It's actually not. Um, the first reality you need to understand about the country life is that ain't no rushing. The city is go 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 go. Nah, I get over there this evening. Nah, this what they'll say. I get over there sometime this evening. Like they not even gonna tell you what time. Like in the city, what time you'll be here? Cause I'm busy. Like they got to tell you 3 or 4 o'clock. Not down here, and they gonna show up. But they on their own pace and they just moving slow. That's the biggest thing you have to understand about the country life. You when you leave in the city, you leaving all that hustle and bustle. These people are not hustling and bustling. Nobody speeding down the road. If they racing in a car or something. But ain't no traffic. Everybody just at their own slow pace. They stop and talk to each other in the Walmart. You may walk down the aisle and they holding a conversation. When I first got down, I'm like, man, what y'all doing? Get out the way. You know, but that's Atlanta. In Atlanta, man, you'll get swung on standing there talking in the grocery store. Down here, this Peggy and Cal Sue, they ain't seen each other since high school. They having a whole conversation in the doggone rice and beans aisle. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing you got to do. Very cordial, but as far as to get up and go, the hustle and bustle, nah, man, you guys know how to make it. You know, you just got to understand that it ain't the city, and you have to respect the people. Respect what the people talking about, what the people doing. Just respect them. You know, that's what I had to do. I just had to respect them and respect what they got going on and understand their way of life. And once you understand their way of life, everything cool, man. Yeah, it's cool. Don't yeah. But as far as was it hard? Nah, man. You just gotta learn how to you gotta learn how to do this farm stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you for this great information. My wife and I bought 2 acres, about to start our homestead. You guys are in Columbia, South Carolina. That's good. 2 acres is a nice piece of property, man. You know, one, like I said, you guys gonna hear this so much from me. The greatest lie is I need a big place. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. That's ego. Ego is telling you that you can go out there and handle 20 acres, right? Ego is telling you that I can go out there and handle 50 acres. That's ego. Now, when you get out there and you start trying to do it, reality gonna kick in. And that's when so many people get overwhelmed and they quit and they sell the property or they just give up on the property. because they bought too big, too fast, too soon. Now you can buy a big property, but you don't have to try to work it. The only drawback of a big property is you have to pay taxes on that property, but you're not getting use of the property. So, excuse me. So let's say you buy 100 acres in the middle of rural America, right? You got to pay taxes on that 100 acres now, for real. And the more you build it up, the more taxes are going to be. Because the little country town come out there and visit it, they want to take pictures every year, see what new you done put out there, so they can run your taxes up, right? I don't want 100 acres and I'm only using 5 of them. That means I'm paying taxes on 95 acres. It's probably people living on it and you don't even know. Animals and predators walking around. I love to buy. In an ideal situation, I could buy, let's say you buy a piece of property and it's vacant properties near your property and you buy it as you go, right? That would be ideal, but that ain't, that don't work like that. Sometimes you gotta buy the big property up front and then just grow into it. But nah, man, 2 acres is a blessing, bro. You could do a lot with 2 acres, man. You could do a lot with 2 acres. Yeah, I see it's a guy posting content right now talking about how he's making his 2-acre homestead profitable. He's running sheep. He got a sheep rotational grazing operation on 2 acres, straight up. And he's moving them. He set up these individual pens and he's taking them and moving them. He let each one of them stay on there 21 days a piece. And then by the time he get all the way back around, each piece of grass have set for 21 days. Yeah, he got a real plan, man. So I think they planted grass and they allow it to grow. They get it big and tall, and then they put the herd of sheep on one. And then when that herd of sheep, they let them sit there for the first batch. I don't know how long they let them stay initially. Then they let them eat through, but their goal is to try to make each piece of land to sit for 21 days. And they got a nice herd, man. You can do a lot with some sheep, man. Don't do goats, do sheep. Yeah, do goat. Don't do goats. Do sheep. Yeah, do sheep. All right. Sheep are gonna be they like cows. They cool. All you pretty much gotta do with sheep is just get them some grass to eat, some hay. You can give them some grain, feed, stuff like that. But sheep, goats be waking up every day trying to figure out a way to knock themselves off. Like you lie to come out there and see a group of goats and just look at them and just stand back and watch and just see what they doing. And them jokers are over there doing something that possibly can just take them out of here. And they just doing it. Today, perfect example, I'm feeding the goats. I'm putting feed out. I got a group of young does up there that I'm growing. I'm growing them and I'm gonna sell them. The goat market is doing well right now, guys. Like surprisingly, I just want to say that, goats are selling really good right now, for real. And not just people reaching out to you. You could take them to a sale barn, and sell 10, 15 of them. You walk up out of there with, some money. I seen a lady sell hers. They were all averaging, I think, 65 pounds, 75, 65, 75 pounds. I think they all were averaging 75 and she had 66 of them, something like that. Do the math on that. And they was getting $4 and I think she got $4 and like right at $5 a pound, but it was probably like $4.60 a pound or something. Do that. 75, $4 times the 75 times 66. Yeah, do the math on that. So goat meat starting to pick up, man. And I think what it is because cows are so expensive that people had to take their money and put it in other stuff, because cows are ridiculously expensive. Either you in cows or out, but you ain't trying to get into cows right now. That's a waste of money. If you just starting and trying to get in cows right now, you're getting in it too high. It's too high. So they're selling babies for $2,000. Brand new babies. You paying $2,000 for those. So it's too high. So nobody who is, well, you got people trying, but if you just now trying to get into cows at this point, this is the wrong time to be getting in cows. It's too high. So a lot of people who are in cows or people who trying to get into livestock, they see cows as something they don't want to do. So they jumping on goats. So they jumping on sheep. So the small ruminants, they call them small ruminants. These jokers are, they're picking up, man. They're picking up. And it's my goal to build out some quality stuff, like meat wise. Just my goal is just to build out a quality meat goat herd where I could take 50 of them to the sale and sell them at one time. This 1 and 2, that's fine. You could bless somebody. Like I had a guy, Kevo, he came down here and got a book for his pen, and that's cool. You know, you make some money, get money directly in your pocket. That's cool. But really, we want to load them up on a trailer and take 40 of them to the barn at one time and sell them all. And then you get them all 40 sold, and you get a per pound for the 40. You walk up out of there with a check at one time. You can do a lot with that money, you know, versus trying to sell them all at one time, sell them individually and meat too. So that's what I'm on. My neighbor up there, hey man, my neighbor got him a nice tractor, boy. He brought that tractor, my neighbor, over this pond right here, but he got him a nice Kubota for real. I just had me one of them jokers. He just came down the hill with that joke. It ain't got no cab on it though. That's my next thing. Let me see what y'all talking about. What other types of dog would you get? Don't get German Shepherds. Don't get German Shepherds if you plan on getting animals. Don't get German Shepherds. If you plan on getting animals, you need to get a livestock guardian dog, a variety that, right? Whether it's a mixture, Great Pyrenees, Anatolian Shepherd, the Kegels, Great Pyrenees, Anatolian Shepherd mixes. They got all different kinds. You should look up LGD dogs. They call them LGD, livestock guardian dogs. Do not get no German Shepherds. Don't get no pit bulls. Get dogs that they are bred to guard livestock. That's my only mistake. I love my German Shepherds, but I wish I had got livestock guardian dogs now, for real, because my dogs want to attack them. Like Baylor will eat one of them straight up. So yeah, that's the only thing I wish I had got. And right now I'm to the point where I would like to bring some livestock guardian dogs onto this place, but I also got to factor in, you know, the dogs. You know, them livestock guardian dogs be humongous, man. Like I know some people got some Great Pyrenees. Man, them jokers are they big. They way bigger than German Shepherds. You can believe that. You know, probably take them out of here. So, and another thing you could get if you don't want to get dogs are donkeys. Think about donkeys. Donkeys protect the herd too. That's what donkeys do. A lot of people think donkeys are just pets and goofballs. No. Donkeys. So the only reason why I wouldn't get no donkey is because donkey actually unalive coyotes. That's what they do. They take them out and break their necks and everything. So my dogs, you know, pretty much big bad wolves, big tough guys, go running out there trying to fool with them coyotes. I mean, trying to fool with them donkeys, may not make it, you know, because a donkey will take Duke out. Like Duke can't do nothing with no donkey. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of cautious about bringing on a donkey, guys. But yeah, a donkey, man, a donkey doggone, a donkey would be a good investment. So if you have you want to bring an animal onto your place and you don't want to deal with dogs and you want to deal with something that you can feed, like they eat grass and you could just put feed out there like you feed your animals, because you could put a commodity feed out, or economy feed out. Let's say you got a bunch of sheep and you just want to put an economy feed out, one type of feed, because that's the issue, man, when you got to buy two different types of feed. I got everybody on one type of feed right now. I do. It ain't the highest quality feed, but it stops me from having to just buy 2 barrels of this and 3, because they'll give you a deal with a ton. So you buy a ton, you get a better price. So yeah, so a donkey. But a donkey, I'm gonna be honest, man, I've been really thinking about a donkey. The only thing is, donkey get out, Duke go running up on him like he big bag, find out real quick. The donkey is not the one. Like for real. Like, yeah, donkey don't play. He don't play. So it's been several of them, man, and they sell good. This the thing I didn't realize about donkeys, man. People buy donkeys. They buy them. Like if you get some donkeys, especially the Hispanic guys, if you buy some donkeys and you breed them, you can sell those donkeys. For real, man. You can sell those donkeys. I may give me some donkeys, y'all. I may be in the donkey market now. If I buy me donkeys, I buy me 4 of them. I buy 4. Why I buy 4? Because I buy me 3 females and 1 male. That's what I buy me. And when them jokers start having babies, that means you have 3 babies to sell. You can make a little money. I seen them, they sell about $1,000 a piece. Yeah, some of them sell more than that, but they sell for about $1,000 a piece, if not more. $1,200, $1,300. I seen one time they was auctioning them off because I'm in these little farm auction groups. I think they got about $1,800 for that donkey, man. They got about $1,800 for it, for real. Yeah, they sell pretty good. But this was an older donkey. This wasn't a young donkey. This was an older donkey. I think it was a female, and she was still she was able to be bred. And the guy who was buying them, he probably already had some males wanting to bring on there and breed her. So yeah, but now they say, I don't know if it's true. A guy told me this one time, and this is the truth. He said, never take a free donkey. He said, never take a free donkey. Pretty much never take a free animal. I said, why? He said, because it's gotten to the point where they just want to get rid of them. I said, why you say that? He said, man, somebody gave me a free donkey. He told me, man, Michael Black, he came down here. I bought my cows from him. He said, somebody gave me a free donkey. My neighbor had them. And he asked me if I wanted them. I said, yeah. So I took them. He said, man, that donkey is not right, man. He said, that donkey, he said, I'll give you that donkey. He said, you can have that donkey. I said, I don't want it. I don't want it. He told me all the stuff that donkey done been through. Donkey done been took out by 3-4 times by the bull. Done got slammed up in the doggone gate off the trailer. He said, man, the donkey just always mean. Got stuff going on. He said, man, I just feed that donkey. I don't even want that donkey, you know. So yeah, that's another one, man, but I don't think so. Yeah, I maybe, you know, I would like to have something to go out there, but yeah, look at a livestock guardian dog, y'all. Let's see what's up. Let's see. He said, yeah, thank you. What do you want to just for the herd protection? Yeah, because if you think about the herd protection of the donkey, that's what they do. They protect the herd. That's what they're for. But donkeys are pretty much for ranchers. You know, they're for animals. They're for areas where don't have a lot of fencing. So you put a donkey out there to fight off the coyotes because that's what they're gonna do. If you got a big old herd of cows, you put 10 donkeys out there. Let me tell you something. It's gonna take a group of coyotes to get them because them donkeys don't play. Just look them up. Look up on YouTube and find out about them donkeys. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. They don't play around, man. So that's be the only reason why I'll do that. I got great fencing and my place not that big. But yeah, that's the only reason why I would get a donkey. For herd protection. I'm not here, but invest in the fencing, man. Just get good fencing. That's what I'll tell you. Just buy good fencing. You know, upgrade your fencing if you don't already have it. Build good fences, hot wire. You know, put your babies in tight areas where, so like my babies are in areas that got double fencing. I really should have went 2x2, but I went 6x6 so they can get their head through it. But when I have babies, I try to put my babies within the fence that, you know, can't nothing get in, as far as a coyote or birds of prey too, you know, but they can fly down. But the mamas do a good job. That's why they want the babies to get up off the ground fast, because if they don't, them buzzers will start flying over and they'll come down, you know. So that's why the mamas always like, get up, make them get up. Because if they don't get up, them buzzers on their way, but they think they not alive. So yeah. But yeah, donkey is would be I heard they very affectionate too. I heard like they expect you to come out there and rub them every day. Like they want you to be very, so if that's something you're looking for, there you go. You know, I got enough on my hands to deal with than a doggone donkey calling me at the gate. You know, they get loud and call you. Yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. Donkey calling me at the gate, trying to get me to come rub them and stuff. You know, the sun out. I'm really thinking about, I need to till this field up, man. This the time to do it. The ground soft. I need to go hook my disc up and just go and dish that field up. Go get me some seeds Monday. And let's see what the weather supposed to be. It's raining, guys. It's been raining down here for the last it's been raining down here for the last month. Let's see what the weather looks like coming up. So we're supposed to rain all the way up until Wednesday, right? So yeah, I probably run and get me some seed. Yeah, I'd run to get some seed because that's the only thing about this. Now, I want to say this. If you're going to do this with animals, and I want to make sure I'm clear about this, right? Because I know a lot of you guys want to do this. If you're going to do this with animals, don't get the animals first. Get your grass growing first, okay? Don't go get animals until after you've established good grass. Now, I'm going to give you some advice. Take it if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. If you're trying to sell animals and you want to just make money selling animals, I'm gonna give you an easier solution than just birthing out animals. You can get some feeder animals. Um, Basically animals you can buy from somebody, bring them onto your place, and just feed them out and sell them. Or go get the meat butcher, keep you some of the meat, and then sell the meat. Right? You don't have to really go down that path of trying to breed and raise them at first. So if you just getting started, if I was getting started, I just would do feedlot animals. I wouldn't do I would do feedlot sheep. That's what I would do. I would get me some sheep and I'll put them on a feedlot and feed them. And then I would just go take them after about 6 to 8 months, get them butchered or sell them out because people will buy the animal live and just sell them out. Take the money, redo it again. Take the money, do it again. Take the money, do it again. Because most of the time we feed them out in 11 months. So if you get a young one, let's say you get a young one about 90 days old, I wouldn't buy them that young. I try to get them about 6 months. So you still have about 5 months left, 6 max, till it's time to go get them butchered out. Yeah, that's a good solution. And you don't have to worry about the birthing period. Because that can be a lot. Like I'm telling you, I'm accustomed to it now because I've been doing it. But when the animals start having babies, oh my goodness. That's tough, man. You got to be out there. Like they having babies. This one over here, I don't look like it's gonna get up. This past kidding season for me with my goats was the worst. I lost so many of them. We talking about coming out the womb, not making it. We ain't talking about laying out there. Cause even a baby who hadn't had colostrum make it a little while. Some of these jokers just weren't making it, period. So I kept some of the mamas to see if maybe it was something going on with them. I'm not sure. But I'm in the process now trying to weed out I'm trying to weed out all the bad females. I ain't gonna say bad females, but the kind of struggling females. And my young does, man, these bulls is bugging. But my young does, that pen I've got up there with all my young does in it, they're gonna be what we call our replacement does. We're gonna replace our older girls with them. So that's what I'm in the market to do now. I'm just trying to grow out my females up there so I can figure out which ones I'm gonna keep, and which ones. I got 4 for sure. And another way you can know is the mamas. Anytime you deal with the girls, if their mama was a good mama, keep them. Yeah. So if the mama had 2 and she was a great mama, keep them. Because good mamas tend to breed great mamas. They do. They tend to do that. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, these bulls tearing me up, y'all, for real. But anyway, let me see. Yeah, I am gonna wrap it up because the reason why I'm about to wrap it up is I need to go jump on this tractor. And I got a Twitch follower. Hey, turtles are pretty awesome. Wow. This is my first Twitch follower ever, y'all. That's cool, man. Thank you. You my first Twitch follower. Hopefully it's the beginning of something good. Like, yeah, I haven't had anybody. Hold on. Did they follow me? Yeah. Turtles are pretty awesome. How many Twitch followers do I have, guys? I don't even know how many Twitch. I think another person. No, I don't think this is my first follower. Is it? Let's see how many we have. I don't know. Whew. Hey, man, these bugs ain't playing, y'all. I'm not sure how many Twitch followers I have. I don't even know how to check it. Oh, here we go. This is my creator's dashboard. Yeah, I gotta learn Twitch, guys. I just jumped on Twitch. I don't even know how to work Twitch a lot. I just jumped on it because I know that's what everybody's doing right now. So I'm just gonna be on Twitch too. Oh, I got 3 followers. That's it. So shout out to my 3 followers on Twitch, for real. And I think 2 on one of them may be my grandchildren. 2 on maybe my grandchildren, y'all. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, what does that mean? What you mean? You talking about Twitch? If you're talking about Twitch, Twitch is a platform. If that's what you're talking about, Twitch is a that's a place like Facebook, Instagram, Kick, YouTube, Twitch. So it's just a place called Twitch. Yeah, it's just a platform. Yeah, so that's what you're talking about. So I stream on there too. When I'm streaming these live streams, I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Twitch. Twitch is a platform. I'm streaming on probably about 5 or 6 platforms. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm streaming on 6 platforms at one time. So when y'all commenting, I have to see everybody comments. Like right now, Prophetess, she commenting, she on another platform. Most of y'all commenting from Facebook, but somebody from Twitch commented. Like normally it's just some spam stuff, but this a real person. So I was like, wow. So my Twitch, I got 3 followers on Twitch, guys, you know. So that's a big deal right there. But anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap it up. I need to wrap it up because I need to make the most out of today. And I'm gonna take this doggone disc and I need to disc up this field right quick. Get the field disc up. Monday, I'm gonna go buy some seed and we're gonna spread that seed in that field. And I'm getting it. So this whole idea is to get it ready for, I gotta buy some fertilizer too, to get it ready for the fall. So I'm not doing this. I'm doing it in June. I'm not gonna let no animals on it, but I'm doing it in June in preparation for right around October. Right around October. So we get it seeded in June. I need 60 days, so July, August. I may let some animals on it prior to just to let them graze it down a bit because I'm gonna do some brown top millet and it matures in 60 days. And I'm gonna send them out there and let them eat it, and then I probably pull them back off. But it'll grow probably up until Halloween down here, you know. But I'm just trying to get it ready for the girls who gonna take their babies out there. But we'll see. We'll see. I may change my mind. I'm like, forget that. But I need to do something. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all for joining, watching. Barbara Wilson said, Larry, you need a TV show. I know this is my TV show. This is my TV show, you know. I just hold my own camera, Miss Barbara. So instead of having a big old production set, I got these I use, you know. So this is my TV show. Yeah, it's just how you viewing it. You viewing it from platforms. So yeah, I imagine if there was some people shooting my camera for me, like holding my camera for me, and I got a mic on, and you know, it'll be better quality, you know, other than most of my videos are I'm walking and talking, you know what I mean? And y'all can't see me in the middle of the videos, but who knows, man? You know, we don't know what God got for us, you know, down the line. I had somebody offer us some stuff. They wanted to do a show called Wife Swap. They wanted us to go on Wife Swap. They wanted my wife and I, we wanted my wife to go to some other man, and he was going to send his wife to me, and she was going to be down here on the farm, and then my wife was going, man, no. Like, I ain't even playing no games like that. We're not even playing them type of games. Like, for the entertainment of a crowd. You know, I'm down here dealing with some other man's wife for the entertainment of the crowd. So the goal would be bring her to your place, Larry, and introduce her to homestead, and she gonna be a completely city girl. She gonna be a city girl. This is not anything she ever did before, and you gonna have her down there, get the eggs out the box now, you know, all that type of stuff. And she, oh my God, now that no, we're not playing those kind of games. I know it's entertaining and everything, but I ain't sending my wife nowhere. I'm sending my wife to some other dude. Take care of her now. Come on, man. No. So they asked us. They got in touch with us. No joke. They got in touch with us about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hold up on that, you know. Yeah, I don't want to deal. I'm gonna deal with some other man wife. She down here bougie. I'm like, look, could y'all take her back? I don't feel like dealing with this. You know, my wife is my wife. My wife is, I could pick up the phone right now when I'm out there working, and I could be in the middle of some straight up stuff, and she'll come and run. I'm on my way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I couldn't, I'd be like, yeah, I can't deal with that. But anyway, let me roll, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of yeah, they tried it for real. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm keep it positive at all time. And that's a big no. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's wrap it up, man. We out. I appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, the engagement. Y'all help us out, purchase our products. All the love y'all show. Even just sitting here engaging with me for an hour talking. All that is appreciated, man. And thank you. All right. This is Larry, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all again. I think what I'm gonna do with this video, I think I'm gonna start doing reruns every night. So when I do a live stream, I may post this video and schedule this video to run tonight at midnight again. And yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing something like that because I can. Yeah. All right, y'all. This is Larry, man. I am going. Yeah, that ain't Risa, man. Yeah, I ain't going, man. I ain't look. Hey, prophet P. Is that PD? Said, man, listen here, man. My wife, I ain't sending my wife nowhere, man. Hey, yo, take care of my wife. I got this man wife. Like that's some y'all. We not playing games like that. That's not a game I'm wanting to play. I told the lady, nah, man, that's a hard no. Not even a soft no. We'll think about it. We're not even thinking about it. Yeah, we ain't going. All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all. This Larry, okay? Y'all be good. Peace.